Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Chew News. As always, I'm your host, Dee Brady. With me is my co host.
Chi-Chu.
And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about, of course, the DLC that drops this week, the merch news, and some Pokemon Go news, as well as our fun discussion question and everyone's favorite portion, the silly little question. Now, let's get into that news. So, at the time of this recording, we are recording this on a Tuesday in the States. The DLC is starting to roll out for us, much how the 7-star raids roll out for us on Thursdays instead of Fridays. So as soon as we are done with this recording, I will be hopping on my Switch that is currently charging and starting the DLC. So that is very exciting. Um, uh, with that, Pokemon Home will be continuing to update. It will be updating on Wednesday, September 13th. And much like how it happened when it started connecting with Scarlet and Violet, it will have staggered times for you to be able to get back in. So if you're not able to access your Pokemon Home immediately, it's just because it hasn't finished updating for you. I don't know exactly how they're breaking things up, if they're breaking it up region by region or if they're doing it just at complete random. But this update is set to take place on September 13th and then roll until honestly the latest that someone would get in would be September 14th, so that Thursday. So just keep an eye up, and if you're not able to get in, just wait a little bit and then try again. So, like I said, super exciting. DLC Part 1 is finally here. Tay, what do we got for merch?
Merch wise, we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. We got plushes. We got Halloween stuff. I'm just gonna go from top to bottom right now. We have a 2024 day to day calendar that's retailing for $17.99. We got the new Kotobukiya, Kotobukiya Hisuian Zora and Hisuian Zorark figure. That is retailing for $200. We have three Tatsugiri plushes. We have Droopy form, Stretchy form, and we have the Curly form, which is the orange, pink, and yellow. They're retailing for $24.99. They're approximately seven. They retail or not retail. For size wise, they range from 7 3/4 inches to 9.5 inches. It just depends on like the length, because some of them are
Mhm.
different lengths.
Yeah.
And we finally have the second and third evolutions of our starters as plush forms. We have Miascarada, which is 15 3/4 inches. That is retailing for $39.99. We have Florgato, which is 11 inches, retailing for $29.99. We have Quaxwell, who is 11 1/4 inches, which is $29.99. And we have Crocolore, 9 1/2 inches, also retailing for $29.99.
What about Skeletor's and Quaquavel?
We're getting to that, baby. We have Quacaval, 17 inches, 39.99. We have Skelderidge, which is 15 1/2 inches, both of them retailing for $39.99. So it looks like the second starters are $29.99, and then the last are $39.99. We also have. Go ahead.
I was to say that's pretty cool. I do like you were tweeting out. There's just a lot that got released, and it's impossible to pick from like what to do. I do. Part of me does want to get like the yellow form Tatsugiri because I haven't seen it just yet. But if it's like its official artwork, that one is giving major side eye, and I love it.
It's not giving side eye.
Dang it!
It's not giving
Never
side eye.
mind then. Never mind then.
It's unfortunate, I know.
I know.
There's
I would love a
also.
sassy plushie.
True. If only. We also got our Halloween merch in.
Yay.
We got some garden statues of Pichu, Munchlax, and Spinda, which are retailing for $49.99. So you can put them in your garden, kind of like a garden gnome. We also have a lot of different cinema figures. They're retailing for $39.99, which I by figures, I mean, like they're playing off like a haunted scene. Like some of them are in stores, some of them are a circus, one of them is a Rotom power plant, one of them is a tree with lichen rock and shop it. Those are retailing for $39.99 as well. There's also a pumpkin Snorlax Pokemon Halloween ceramic tea light holder, which is for $34.99. I will put a disclaimer out there. You always have to be careful when ordering glass from the Pokemon Center website. It's not their fault, but unfortunately things break, etc. Plush wise, as we discussed before, we do have 3 new Halloween Pokemon plushes. Technically 4 if you count the keychain, but we have Pikachu dressed up as a pumpkin, $24.99. We have Gengar dressed up as a sous chef for $29.99, and we have Graveyard. I'm calling him Graveyard. Um, Wearing a pumpkin. He's also $29.99. We have a Pokemon Halloween tablecloth for $34.99. We have a Pokemon Halloween plates 4-pack, $29.99. We have a serving tray for $34.99. And we have a bunch of shirts, which is Haunter with Dream Eater shirt. That's $24.99. We have Howl for Lycanroc. That's $24.99. That also comes in a long sleeve that I think we talked about last podcast. We also have a t-shirt with Muck, Venom Drench, $24.99. And finally, we have a Pokemon Halloween serving bowl for $14.99. Yeah.
That is a lot.
Sure is.
Well, also, like I said, very exciting. We were both very excited for Halloween stuff. I'll probably be making my final decisions on what I get here in a little bit. Um, Moving on to Pokemon Go news. Uh, Recently, the Paldean Pokemon got introduced into the game. Like I said, it's very odd that they just completely skipped over
Just ran them right over.
the Gen 8 Pokemon, but hopefully they do get like justice.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. But the new Pokemon that are introduced are Lechonk and Oinkologne, the starters, Bombardier randomly. I'm not mad at it, but Bombardier.
Sure.
It's also available as shiny, which I recently just got redemption for, and I'm so happy. I got my Grayscale Bombard.
You did it.
I did it. Frigibax and Palmy. Now, there's also another time to research task going on. If you pay $5 in game, you can get the time to research for Palmy. It's just like a chance to get Palmy twice if you're not seeing it as frequent in the wild, as well as your avatar can get a Palmy backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So very fun, very interesting. I did it just because, one, I wanted to make sure that I did get Palmy, and two, the backpacks are very cute.
True.
So we've got that, which we'll probably be getting slowly more Pokemon from Paldea rolling out. But I suspect that they did that because the DLC was dropping very soon. So just a added promotion.
Mm-hmm.
But with that pretty much wraps up the news portion of our episode. When we come back, we'll get into the discussion/opinions portion.
We sure will. Yeah.
And welcome back, everybody. So now is the discussion/opinions portion of the episode. Today's question is, what is our favorite psychic type Pokemon? Now, why the psychic type, you may ask? Because it's the first one that came to my mind when thinking of a discussion question.
Sure was.
So, Tay, I will let you start things off.
So there's a plethora of psychic Pokemon in this realm.
Correct.
And if we were picking legendaries, I'd pick Lugia, but we're not doing legendaries. So I have to go with my favorite evolution, which is Espeon, for the first one.
Okay.
Because I love Espeon with all my little heart. It's my favorite evolution. I think it's just so smart. And I wish I had better stats. But my first one is Espeon.
She is cute. She is sleek.
She's lovely.
Lovely. My first answer is going to be Gardevoir. and not for the reasons that people may think, because I actually enjoy the Pokemon. I think she's badass. And I mean, her dex entry says that she will create a small black hole to save her trainer.
You want that commitment, that
I
loyalty.
do. I do. I want my life to be imperiled like by someone that I don't particularly like, and I want her to create a small black hole and be like, bye.
When your Pokemon's more loyal than your friends.
So I'm gonna say Gardevoir.
That's a good pick. My next mon is someone I really enjoy with all my heart because of how silly and stupid it looks, and that's Slowpoke. If I could just have a Slowpoke, I would just have it lay across my lap like a little lap dog or lap cat, and it would just stay there forever. And I love his little teeth, and I want the amount of wants I want the life size Slowpoke to come back into stock because I have the money now. I'm so tempted to get it, but it's out of stock.
Mm,
The only life size Pokemon on the Pokemon Center website right now is Arcanine.
shame. I mean, Arcanine's great, but shame.
I would get that or for it, but I want
I
Slowpoke
want,
more.
I want the Altaria, to be honest.
Mareep's also a good choice, but Slowpoke.
Hmm.
But I love Slowpoke. I have one Slowpoke plush. I would buy more, um, if I liked the style plush. But
Yeah.
Slowpoke.
My next answer is going to be a recent favorite, Espathra,
Ah,
the psychic ostrich. It was one look at it whenever Gen 9 came out, and I was like, oh, I like this. And then I saw it shiny, and I'm like, oh,
I really like
I
that.
like this. So much to where I've shiny hunted it and finally got it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was it. I literally named that hunt "Hunt for Shiny Espathra the Fabulous."
I love it.
So it's really cool. I also love its ability Opportunist, where you basically get free stat boosts.
You love to see it.
You get free, like, someone uses Calm Mind. She's like, "Oh,
Me too.
you mean we're?" She's like, "You mean we're calm minding? We have a calm mind. We're swords dancing. We're having amnesia."
We're dealing with all this together. Relationship.
She really takes the dual we
The
to a new
loyalty,
level.
man. You and your
Yes.
loyalty.
Hey,
It'd be that way.
it be that way. I can't even make an astrology joke because Geminis can be flaky.
My last mon, if you follow my streams, uh, is not shocking. It's Drowsy.
MNJTV's favorite Pokemon.
I love Drowsy, and I don't know why. It's underrated, and I want it to have another form so bad so I can love it more.
You mean you don't love Hypno, the kidnapping Pokemon?
Sure don't. And listen, Gengar kills people, and I can get past that, but Hypno's design, I'm just not in love with.
Fair.
But Drowsy, he's got sleep, sleep.
Sleep.
So I love Drowsy.
My last Pokemon is also an unevolved first stage Pokemon. And again, it's another Pokemon that I shiny hunted. Uh, it is Hatena,
I knew that one.
because she's just an adorable little hat witch. She's a baby hat witch.
She is Baby Hat
And
Witch.
I just want, like, to hold her because I think she'd be so adorable. And spoiler alert for the anime, Liko just caught a Hatena,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very happy with because, like I said, Hatena is one of my favorite psychic types. So I'm like, yay, it's getting some love, which means now that it's owned by a main character, it'll get some screen time. And I love Hattrem and Hatterene. Like, Hatterene was on my main Sword and Shield team. She Her name is Kylie in homage to Kylie Sonique Love. Um, because around the time that she evolved is when Kylie won season 6 of All Stars.
I'm surprised you don't have the
So
plush.
I want the plush, but it is currently sold out.
I am sorry. I have the
Yes.
plush.
I went to go look. I went to go look at it and see it. I'm like, oh, I know there's a plush of it. Let me go get it. Nope, it's all sold out for good reason, but
I I love how we have different problems. Yours is for a $20 plush and mine's for a $450 one. I want you to know the first review on the big boy Snorlax is yes, Slowpoke, or not Snorlax, Slowpoke. Yes, Slowpoke big. Big yes. Yes, big Slowpoke. Yes, big boy, Slowpoke. Yeah, yes.
yeah, yes.
It's so big. I am sad. Anyway,
Yeah.
this is it. Next to a
Hatena is
cat.
also, oh my gosh. That is a big slowpoke.
I want him
That
so
is a real big
bad.
slowpoke. Yeah. I just love Hatena. She's just so cute, so adorable. I'm also shiny hunting for a second shiny Hatena because I was telling Tay I want to evolve one all the way up to Hatterene, and then because I just think like the soft gray with like the soft pink,
Mhm.
really great. But then I also want just a shiny Hatena to be like, okay, you're gonna stay a Hatena forever. You're adorable.
Just a little baby.
Just a little baby. I'm just a baby.
Just a baby. Yeah.
So let us know down below what your top 3 favorite psychic types are. And they can be for any reason. We just say we're not really doing legendaries because we're going to save that for another discussion question.
Yeah, we're doing it.
When we come back, it'll be everyone's favorite portion, the silly little question.
Oh,
And now it is time for everyone's favorite portion of the episode, the silly little question. Now, Tay, what is our silly little question?
our silly little question is what Pokemon do you think would slay the house down Boots?
Mama. So we know this is pandering, but we really didn't know any other way to word the question.
This idea comes from
This is,
Hasty Gloom on Twitter.
yay. Thank you, Hasty Gloom. So my first answer is also kind of tying in a bit with our last portion, the discussion question, because because of the name of one of the shiny hunts that I did, uh, I I think it just fits a little too perfectly. So Espathra the Fabulous, I think, would absolutely slay. She would be great for if contests were still a thing. She would be great for contests. She's actually pretty good in battle because especially her signature move can decrease your special defense, which like get a couple of those off and then psychic. Oh no.
Oh no. I agree with that. I think that's a good Pokemon to slay the house down Boots. I think my answer is a little more basic.
Are you gonna say Jinx?
Nope. We're going back to our OGs. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
My answer is a Pokemon that we've seen a lot of versatility in.
Are you saying Pikachu?
We've seen them in a multitude of outfits,
It's Pikachu.
a multitude of hairstyles. And I'm going to show you this figure that I have right here. We have Pikachu in a Tanjiro outfit. We have Pikachu in a Nezuko outfit. And we even have buff Pikachu.
Why do you have a buff Pikachu?
I want you to know that I did not spend my money on this. This was gifted to me. And
Oh my
along with
God.
that, I also have a buff Squirtle.
Who gifted those to you?
One of my high school friends, one day. She now lives in
Just
New York
randomly?
City. Yeah. And I said, thank you so much. So now I have a buff Pikachu and a buff Squirtle on my desk. But you can't tell me that Pikachu can't slay the house down boots. We see the gay Pikachu. We see the transgender Pikachu. We see the versatility that Pikachu can bring in the outfits, the hair, the moves. You can't tell me Pikachu's not flashy.
True, she does learn Flash.
Exactly. So, my answer's Pikachu. Is it basic? Yes. But did I
A little
also want
bit.
to show my Pikachu statue? Also, yes.
I am stunned. I am speechless. And I'm a little shooketh.
But I slayed the house down boots.
Sure. Sure.
Work.
Let us know down below which Pokemon you think would slay the house down boots, Mama Yes God. Well, we hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Also, don't forget to follow us on our socials. We are at Chew News 1 on Twitter. I am at DBradyEW21 on Twitter. Tay?
Tay Chichu 7.
And before we go, we'll do a quick wrap up reminder that the DLC is finally starting to roll out for everyone. So be excited, get excited for that. Let us know how you're enjoying it. If you're planning on bringing your original playthrough team, or if you're bringing in some new mons. So let us know, and let us know like what the first thing you do, or what one of the first new Pokemon you catch is.
Yeah.
Also, we got some merch stuff, Halloween and otherwise going on. Tay?
Got some plushies, some of the starter plushies. Look out for more in the future because it looks like they're just kind of dropping them whenever.
Whoa, this is what a wild time to be a Pokemon fan.
True. For your wallet.
And for real. And then also we got Paldean Pokemon in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Also, one
Exciting.
thing I forgot to mention is now Mime Jr. and Mr. Mime are also now in Pokemon Sleep.
True. Very true.
So remember, next time you choose your news, choose.
Chew news.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.